What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Hey, hope y'all having a great day today. Don't know how much recording I'm gonna get done because my battery, this thing's been on charge, but it's saying my battery is almost dead. So I don't even think I have a charger in my truck, but I do have one at the shop. So anyway, I am headed over to the shop to see if I can get a little bit of work done around there. Got a couple of things that I need to try to get figured out. I think I mentioned in the last video I am thinking about upgrading a trailer. So I got my 7x16 behind me. I got a 6x16 and a 7x16, and I'm looking at a 7x20 with 5,200 pound axles, reinforced gate, where you could drive a tractor up on it if I needed to without having to I put the tractor on this one, but I lay down those thick ramps on top of this ramp to keep from messing the ramp up. So anyway, and I'm going to the shop. One of the things I'm gonna do is put the mowers on the trailer, measure them just to make sure that I have plenty of room on the 20-footer. I'm certain that I do, but I definitely don't want to go spend $5,500 and realize that it won't work, right? So, and I could get away with 3,500 pound axles, but I would be right at my limit. And one of the things that I have learned in life is it's better to have more than what you need when it comes to capacity like that. You know, so kind of like on a lawnmower, if you think a 27 horse would be okay, go ahead and get the 35. Very seldom do people complain about having horsepower. Very seldom would you complain about having probably enough capacity on the trailer. And you know, I looked at some options around here that have probably been about $3,500 out the door for the 3,500 pound axles, but the trailers are just not built as well. And you know, an investment like this is really a long-term investment. I would suspect that the way we mow, if I bought a trailer, well, I've already had one for 5 years, and it's still in great shape, and it was a well-built one. This one that I'm pulling was one of the cheaper ones, and I've had it for about 4 years, and it's still fine, but it's just not as solid, man. So I'm gonna go ahead this time and spend the extra money. And this one actually has gas rams on the tailgate and all that kind of good stuff. So I hadn't bought it yet. I'm just thinking about it. They do have one in stock. I don't have time to go look at it today, but I may try to swing by there one day next week and pick it up. But you know, it's just, I'm telling you, man, when it's 100 degrees out and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you loading them mowers back up, still got another yard or two to do, you're tired, lifting that gate without any assistance, it's worth a couple of hundred extra dollars, you know, at that point in time. So anyway, I would think, you know, I'd probably get a trailer, and other than replacing tires, maybe have them do something with the brakes on it. You know, it's the way I use it, man, that thing probably lasts 15 years. So when you take that price difference and you break it down over that period of time, it really just makes sense to, you know, to get what you want and not settle. So anyway, I don't make the introduction too long. Let me get off here and get to the shop. I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, so I got the V-Ride and the Super Z on here, and so basically, the frame of the mower on this is about 7 foot, but you know, depends on how you park it. That depends on how you put them on. You get a little bit of leadway. For example, now these standards save room because they don't have anything on the back, but see, if I swap this around and ran the Super Z up, the back of the Super Z would go up in here. right? Them front forks would go around this, the tires would touch it. And so you would, you know, you would be able to get back that about 14 inches right there. But even like this, what I got figured up, because I'm gonna go with a 20. I thought about going with an 18, but where if I bought the same trailer from 18 to 20, I think it's only $100 difference. And that just don't, you know, I mean, to me, it don't make sense. Because I get to 20, and if I don't need but, you know, if I don't need but 18 and a half of it or whatever, I can put one of these boxes on it like I got on here. So I'm just gonna go with the bigger one. But right here, I got less than 13 feet. So probably like 12 foot 8 inches for these two. Which means on average, you know, you're about, what, about 6 3/4 foot, somewhere in there. So I won't have any trouble with the 20 footer for sure. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Now this is a good trailer here, man. This thing is built, it is built well. All of this is square tubing. It's got the swivel jack. This has been a really good arch trailer. Been a really good trailer. I think on my next one I'm gonna put a board or something across the front, and probably even this one. I just hate getting all that mud and stuff in there, but that's what happens living down these roads, man. It just makes a mess. And one of the things we didn't do last year, I got a little pressure washer here, and I was gonna set it up so, you know, when the guys come back, they could take, you know, 5 minutes and just spray everything off. And see, that was sitting on the trailer. See, look at that junk. It's not good. But anyway, that's what I got going. And I got some maintenance that I need to do. I don't think I'm gonna mess with any of it today, but I think I showed y'all this in another video. I got some flat free front tires for the Super Z, because one of them went flat, so I'm just gonna put flat free. That's a set of them under there. Of course, I got a case of oil, got all my oil filters over there. That's another part for this one. I think about taking this deck off and getting it welded before the season starts, and I just need to get all these things cleaned up, man. These things are filthy. And so I'm gonna try, now that Pastor Gabe's back, I know he's gonna be gone a little bit in March, but at some point I'm gonna take a week off and a week of vacation, because I want to, I need to do a couple things. I need to get over here and get everything situated with this, everything like I want it, and I need to get the house finished up, because I'm fixing to put that thing up for rent. There's no need in it just sitting there like that. They're just trying to plug my charger in. It just doesn't make sense. For those of you asking about my hand, so here the boat was over that way a little bit, but what happened is I crawled out of the boat and I just hopped out, and when I come down, I don't know if I can get back enough to show y'all that. When I come down, that finger caught right there, and it bent them out that way. So that's the culprit, those 2x4s. So I'm trying to be more careful now. Anyway, let me get these mowers back unloaded, get them back in the shop, and we'll check back with you. All right, I'm having trouble. Sometimes my GoPro don't charge like it's supposed to, but anyway, I got it charged up now. So V-Ride's cleaned up, not spotless, just compared to that. That's what they all look like. Man, that's what they look like now. Even got this one. I think I'm gonna take the deck off of this one and take it up there to my neighbor. See how it's getting holes in it. And let him put some 1/8 inch steel plates under it, because I gotta take the push bar off the back, and when I do that, really all I need to do is drop them 4 bolts there, take the deck belt loose, I think, and the deck will just come off. So I may just go ahead and get all that done. If I can get back out here I need to get here next week and do that though, because I need to get it to him, give him some time to do it, all that kind of good stuff. I used Super Clean for the first time today, and I know everybody's been ranting and raving about it. I'd been using the Purple Power stuff and that kind of thing. Of course, now I have been diluting it down some too. I'm interested to do kind of a comparison between them, but man, that stuff, I was pretty surprised at that. I mean, it cleaned it up. It cleaned it up better than I thought it would have. So anyway, I got a lot done today. Like I said, my camera, I didn't get to, not that you wanted to see anything anyway. I changed the oil in all 3 mowers and washed 2 of them. Of course, y'all seen me go out and measure the trailer and all that kind of stuff. That's about, you know, I think I'm gonna do it, but it's about a $6,000 to $6,500 decision, because if I do it, I'm gonna order brand new trimmer racks. I'm probably gonna get a 4-position for it, so I can keep 2 trimmers and 2 edgers. I thought about getting 2 3-position racks to be able to keep like 3 trimmers on it and 2 edgers, and then whatever else I might need. Because again, you know, that thing's gonna be set up really for 3 guys, and not that we have any real big weed eating properties now necessarily, but you know, other than the college. So I don't know, I just hate throwing that stuff in the back of the truck. The back of the truck just gets junked up, and, you know, I already got my power head in there, and then you throw a hedge trimmer in there, and I just don't like that stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna buy a 4-position rack to go on it. I've already made that decision. I'm gonna do that, and I'm probably gonna buy another backpack blower rack, or maybe 2, because you need 2. I mean, just like having 2 weed eaters, you know, all that stuff will quit on you. You know, you get out there, you working, and I like having, so like we'll have an edger on the rack, and then we'll have one in the back of the truck, or at least a power head that we can hook an edger to, just in case, because you don't want to leave and drive 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on where you're at and where you got to go, to either get the edger fixed or to pick up another one. So, you know, if I buy a 4-position rack, and then I buy 2 of those others, and the trailer's gonna be, I think, right at $5,600 out the door. Add another $800 to that, and now you at you know, $6,400 if you do all that. So, because I want to keep the other trailer set up, I always want to have the capabilities to take two out if I need to. And I know that probably sounds weird with me scaling back, but you know, sometimes it'll rain here for 3 days, and what's helped us so much is that the mowing, we've always been in a situation where the mowing could be done without me mowing, and even though I do mow, it can be done without me. And so when we get 2 days behind, you know, I grab one of these guys and put 2 guys in each truck, and in 2 days we caught back up. And you know, I don't know how these guys that cut 6-7 days a week with one crew, I don't know how to, you know, I guess when they get behind, they just keep working. I mean, by the time you catch up, you'll have another rainstorm. I know there's a guy here, a Hispanic guy, and he cuts 7 days a week. And I mean, some of those days he's already working 10, 12 hours. I mean, how do you catch up from that? I don't guess you do. But I don't like being behind at all. I'm one of them kind of people. I'm timely, and you know, I'm the same way when it comes to staying on schedule with the mowing or whatever it is, you know, for the most part. So only thing, one of the things I procrastinate on is doing my taxes. I go ahead and wait, and I got an appointment for that coming up here in a week, or I think it'll be a week from this Friday, so something like that. Anyway, I still got a lot to do. Even if I don't get that other trailer, the trailer I got there now, I need to put 2 new tires on it. I've already got those tires. Like I said, I got to get that deck off, get it fixed, get it mounted back on there with the new push bar behind, the new pusher behind it. You know, while I was cleaning them up today, I noticed a couple of places, like, you know, my valve stems, half of them don't have caps on them. Oh, and I got the flat free tires put on the Super Z today too. You know, I noticed a couple of bolts missing, 2 bolts missing on the muffler on the Super S, and the air intake canister flopping around on it, you know, just stuff like that. And I'm gonna be honest, man, them guys did a good job last year as far as getting the schedule done and doing a good job at the actual work. But man, they were rough on equipment. You know, Elro is much more gracious to the equipment now. He's not as fast, but you know, they just run and gun. And you know, you got to take care of the equipment. You got to look at it, and, you know, check the battery cables and that kind of stuff every once in a while. But you know, anyway, I may let them cut a day or 2 without me, but I think, depending on how everything falls, and especially depending on this big job over here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to submit the quote for it. I'm still just kind of playing with it, but, you know, about half the time, I plan to be with them. So instead of just having a crew out running, you know. So I had another guy contact me, got about 5 years experience, wanted to come to work, and there's a part of me that's regretting getting rid of everything I got rid of, because, you know, some of it I would have had to get rid of, but some of it, man, is just so basic and simple. You know, if I could get anybody to work, they could do it, and the customers would be happy. You know, big old country properties, they just want the grass knocked down. So, but I think part of it, I was frustrated with all of it last year. You know, that's how you get at the end of the year, man. It's been long, you hot, you tired, and you're thinking, man, I don't want to deal with this. And even though I wasn't working, you know, owning a business, there's a level of frustration that you just deal with. That's just a reality of it. And so I don't know. You know, on one hand, I don't want something that's going to pry me away from ministry. But here I am now looking at another job. You know, actually a couple of jobs. And so it's like, why not get rid of stuff and then go out and look for new work? And then this guy contacts me, but you know, that's the thing about it. I don't care what people tell you. If I get a guy that would commit to a season, you know, that'd be different. But I don't care what they tell you. Man, people will quit on you in a heartbeat. And my fear is I can't be stuck with all that stuff. That's the problem I got. I would love to just let the business keep running. That way I make a little bit off of it. The guys, you know, can make some money, but the only guy that I got that's completely sold out, fully committed is Elro. And Elro, you know, he can mow. Elro mow. And, you know, I mean, Elro is a great employee. And the other guys, I'm not saying weren't, but it's just, you know, I don't blame them. They're looking for bigger and better things. And, you know, if something like that comes along, well, they're going to hop on it, you know, and you can't blame them for that. So, I don't know. I'm always stuck between doing a little bit and it just being side money and all in. I mean, because honestly, with side money, I don't have to buy nothing. I can cut one day a week by myself and make side money. But it really don't justify, you know, keeping all the overhead that I got. So a lot to consider, but we'll get it figured out. Anyway, let me get off this thing. I know I done made this thing super long. Trying to see how long this is. I can't get it to light up. I'm already at 12 minutes on this part. So anyway, that's going to be a wrap on it for today. So, hey, I appreciate you watching. And my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him.